lot of you might not understand why we do this, but I've been a trapper since I was 10 years old. Started out with muskrats and beaver and things like that. Beaver not so much until later. Muskrats, raccoons, things like that. And the wolves have always been something that I was extremely sorry that we didn't have, that I really wanted to try for. I mean, it seems kind of strange, and a lot of the anti-hunters and trappers, they don't understand. When you tell them you love animals, they say, well, why do you want to kill them? I don't want to kill them. That's the part I don't like. But I do like the chase. I like the challenge. You know, when you're checking empty traps, it gets kind of depressing after a while when everything you're checking is empty and you're spending a lot of money in gas. But at the same time, you feel bad when you actually get something. At least I do. Maybe not all trappers do. But that is the goal. And most of these animals, the fur prices have been low the last few years. Wolves are in our area. They're worth probably $300 a piece. But the Foundation for Wildlife Management will reimburse you for expenses that it takes to get a wolf, because like I say, you're spending a lot of money in gas. A lot of money. I've got receipts built up that you wouldn't believe. But the deal is that you have to join them for $40 before you get your wolf, and you have to save all your receipts up to the amount that you're getting reimbursed for. And depending on their funding, that changes every year. This year, they're reimbursing trappers and hunters $2,000 for each wolf. I mean, it wouldn't matter if he's got 3 hairs on him and it's full of mange. It's still $2,000, as long as you have the receipts to be reimbursed for. So this year I've been lucky, and I heard those wolves howling on the ridge about a month ago. Got 3 of them. That's $6,000. My job doesn't pay very much. I only make $10,500 a year. So that $6,000 is more than half my yearly income. I don't hate wolves. I really like them, actually. And truth be told, even without that money, I'd be trying to chase them a little bit. But probably not as hard as what I'm doing now. Like I say, I like them. I like having some around. What I don't like having is no deer, no elk, no moose, and nothing else. If you control their numbers and kind of keep them from getting to be too many, you can have it all. But for about 15 years, when they were first reintroduced, the pro-wolf, anti-hunter, anti-trapper groups, they blocked management for, like I said, about 15 years. And that got the wolves so lopsided. There were so many wolves, you couldn't go anywhere without finding tracks. We used to see elk herds of about 300 head. You don't see those anymore. Now, a herd of elk is, a really big herd would be 100 head. Most times it's more like 50. No calves with them either. The last few years that we've been able to manage these, I've been seeing calves again. I've been seeing fawn deer, a lot of twins even. So they would be coming back, except the last couple of winters have also been really hard on them, and most of the fawn deer and the elk calves have died through the winter. Got nothing to do with the wolves. I mean, sure, they're eating them too, but there's not, in my opinion, there's not too many left, like there was. The ranchers would all argue with me, and I've made some enemies by telling people what I think, but, you know, it's just my opinion. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. So, anyway, I haven't heard of a lot of ranchers having troubles losing cattle here the last few years, but I kind of suspect that these ones have eaten one or two. I found, man, your arm gets sore holding it out at arm's length this way with this camera. Anyway, before I caught that first one, I found a pile of wolf crap back here with a lot of black hair in it. At first I thought it was, maybe they'd killed a bear, because they do that, especially cubs. I kind of think it was probably somebody's beef cow. So, these three, anyway, won't be doing that again. Uh-oh, I just walked myself into a swamp. All this area is swampy. There we go. But, anyway, that's why I do this. And like I say, it's not that I hate wolves. I actually really like them. But I do like hunting them. I like trying to trap them. I've had absolutely zero luck hunting them. There's only one guy I know that gets them on a regular basis hunting them, and he's a younger guy. He's got no gray in his beard. And he has knees that still work. Mine are shot. I've got an artificial hip. That slows me down some. Although after replacing that, man, I'm glad I can walk again. I could never have done this a few years ago. Never could even cross the street hardly a few years ago. Oh, anyway, that's kind of why I do this, and I know I'll lose some subscribers showing this. I'll probably get a few people trying to figure out where I'm at and come up here too. Some of them probably already know, they've figured it out. But I don't think there's many, if any, left. The ones I had on my trail camera were just a couple. So, they will be back. And in another year or two, the pups of the year, they'll always break up and move someplace else, and they'll be back to this spot. Maybe not for a couple of years, but they will be. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and see you next time. I got wolves to skin. Bye.